So those of you who have joined my previous class, you know me, I have taught you all a session, right? So this is the section on the Google basic sales. So here what we're going to see is number one, the Google Workspace. Before this, you have seen individually Google Form, maybe you would have seen Google Doc, and then Google Slides and everything. So இப்போ வந்து we're going to see how we're going to navigate together in one dashboard. So you only have to log in into the workspace, and then you can actually log into all the other applications. So how we're going to collaborate, how you're going to create, maybe you have learned, but we will just go through very briefly on each of the apps, like Google Doc, Google Form, Google Sheet, the basic ones, what you can do. And most importantly, when you're saving all these in your Google Drive, how you're going to manage them, right? Systematically, with a proper naming, with proper folders, how you're going to manage them. Because every time you open, and then when you save, it goes to a very general drive. It doesn't get organized into a nice folder. So we're going to see how you're going to do it properly, whereby if you have some subjects, like if you're doing for maths, we are doing for history, if you're using it for science, and how you're going to manage all into a nice folder so that when you open, it'll be easier for you, right? So, and also we're going to see how you can go back to the previous version, and how you want to make sure that all of this saved properly by using Google tools. So this was what we're going to cover today. So first of all, we're going to see what is Google Workspace, right? What is Google Workspace? யாருக்கு தெரியும்? Type பண்ணுங்க பாப்போம். You can use chat. No chats. Is chat available? Chat is there. So chat is available for everyone. So who know what is Workspace? What is Google Workspace? Okay, what is it? Type. Just type. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's a place to do work. Then okay, anybody else want to give a try? It's a collection of, okay, good, cloud-based productivity. Okay, so some of you know, some of you don't know. So let's see what is Workspace. So what is Google Workspace? Okay, in the next slide. Next, please. Okay, it's a workspace. So what we mean by workspace? So when you're doing something, some work, if you're sitting in your room and you're doing your work, so that's workspace, where you can do all your work inside there. But Google Workspace is where that you have all the applications. So the application like Google Document, Google Drive, Google Slides, Google Sheet, all the Google application is available in one place, where you can use the space to create, store, organize, and collaborate. So நீங்க என்ன செய்யலாம்னா போயிட்டு you can click எங்க போனோம், Google document போணுமா? Okay, you can go to Google document. So you want to go to Google Sheet, you can go to Google Sheet. So there's many application inside the workspace. How many of you have tried Google Workspace? Okay, Vetri tried. Anybody else have tried? Okay, good. All of you have tried. So in the workspace is where you can organize everything. So why is it it's called as cloud-based tool. Cloud-based tool because you no need to use your storage. You don't need to use your computer to keep everything. So everything is stored in online environment, in cloud-based environment. So that is why that every student, when you log in using um, your school, right, school ID, everyone have a Google account. So when you log in, நீங்க login பண்ணும்போது உங்களுக்கு வந்து you will get some space and some application that you can log in extra compared to if you use your personal email. இப்போ நீங்கள் உங்கள் personal email படிச்சீங்கன்னா some of the app and some of the storage is lesser. Why? This is not education based. So your account given by your school is education based. So that is why that you will have a lot of storage extra, and also you will have all the additional application for learning, right? So this is what in your Google space. So how you want to navigate, how you want to go inside, okay? Let's see in the next slide. Okay, when you sign in into Google Workspace, okay, let me give you the link for those of you who want to try. Okay, I'll put it in the chat. I'm putting in the chat now. Or if you already log in inside, then you can just go to your dashboard by using this link, another link, second link. So the second link is the one where if you already logged in into your Google, so automatically you can open your dashboard. So if you haven't logged in, then you have to click login. If not, you can straight go to your dashboard. So when you go inside the dashboard, so the icons you see is the one you will see in your dashboard. So you will can access to all the applications inside. And when you save, so when you're doing some document, some Excel or Google slide, it will be automatically saved, right? Automatically saved, meaning that you don't need to worry. If you work on your Microsoft, the second one, you have to log in. Okay, never mind. Later we will try, right? We will try hands-on, but it's okay. Now just see first. So when you try to go in, then you can see all the application. Don't worry if you can't log in. It's okay. We will come back here again. So you can see a few histories, the older ones, and everything will be in the Google Workspace. So those of you cannot access Google Workspace, the next one, you can access through your Drive. Okay, you can access through your Drive. Even inside your Google Drive, when you go in, you will have a link to access to all the other application, right? So what is your Google Drive? Google Drive is your storage where you keep all your files inside there. And you can also share with others, and you can also open the most recent one. And most importantly, when you're working with a Google Drive, you must make sure that you have a folder. You must make sure you have a proper naming. Name is very important. And you can also move in between the folders where you can put your files from one folder to another one. And you can also have color code for your important folders. So there is some example of naming. If you want to name your work, like if you want to put, let's say you want to talk about your assignments, you have your group project, so you can have a proper naming because so that you want to avoid any confusion, right? You want to avoid any confusion. So now I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you how it looks. Harini, I'm just going to take over the screen for a while. Okay, so this is the Google Workspace. So Google Workspace, this is the one. For those of you unable to log in, right? That login is there actually. Let me show you. I think I got disconnected just now, right? So I'm going to go back where I stopped. Sorry for that. So I'm going to share the screen again. Okay. So this is the workspace that I was talking about, right? So when you want to log into the workspace, I repeat again, so you have to go to your dashboard. So when you go to the dashboard, automatically, because you already have the account, you will be going to the dashboard. So you can see all the folders that is available here, right? You can see all the you can see all the application that is available here. So you can see calendar, classroom, drive and everything available here. So next is how you're going to log in. So some of you having difficulty to log in because you haven't logged into the workspace. So I'm going to show you where. Okay, so this is basic, right? So just now we see the Google Basic, Google Doc Basic. So this is a word processor where you can view, comment, and also edit. So whenever you're doing your Google Docs Basic, so you can also view, comment, and also edit inside here. So this is a way of you managing your Google Doc. So earlier I showed you how you can create the file, how you can put in the image, how you can save the file, and how you want to move the files. And I also showed you how to change the colors, right? When you have few folders, how you want to change the folders, how you want to change the colors, I also showed you. So you can uniquely specify some folders and put the colors, and you can manage in between, right? So when you have view, comment, and edit, so view is when you want to give somebody and you just don't want them to edit. So nobody can disturb. So you have done. So you can put it in the view mode. So comment and edit is where people can, edit your files, right? So example, okay, now we're going to try hands on. So I'm going to take over again. Okay, so now we're going to try one example, this one. Okay, so here, okay, now you see, example. Okay, we have here, and I have share option here, right? So share option here, when I copy the link, right? So before I copy, you can see here, there's an option restricted. So now I'm going to give anybody. And when I change that, I have three options: view, comment, and edit. Okay, let's give you one example. So I click view, right? I'm going to copy the link. So now I'm going to give you in the chat. So I'm going to give you in the chat. Okay. You try to open the file now. So when you open the file, you can only see. You can only see. Can you edit now? Can anybody edit this file? Can you type something inside here? Cannot, right? Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it. Now I'm going to give you edit. Okay, done. Now, can you try to type inside here something down here? Maybe your name? Can you type? Some of you deleted. It's okay. So meaning that it's very dangerous to give the editing, because if you give editing features to others, this is what happened. Your original file, whatever you're doing, people can edit. So this is good. There is good and also bad. Good is when you're doing project together, then you can do it together by using editing. So all of you can share, you can do it together. But if you working, let's say you are working individually, you don't want anybody to disturb your work, you just want to give them to show something, then in this sharing, you must make sure that here is not editor, viewer only. So viewer cannot edit, only editor can edit. So when I change back to viewer, automatically all of you cannot edit. Stopped. Cannot edit anything, right? So we will try another one more example. We try with the Google slide, right? So Google slide, right? So I'm going to remove this. Okay, Google slide, if you want to add, you can right click, new slide, right? You can add, right click, new slide. Okay, now I'm going to give you access to this. So I want you to try. So now I'm going to give you editor option. Copy. Okay, I'm going to give you a link to access to the slides. So all of you can get access. Now try to type. Can you type inside here? You can add your own, let's say everyone want to have one slide. You can type, right? You put your name, right? You put what is your favorite, right? Start typing. See whether you can do. What is your name? All gone. Okay, so this also same thing, you have advantage and disadvantage, because when you collaborate together, so people can delete, people can add, so it's very dangerous. So that's why whenever you're using the features, these particular features, you must be very careful, the sharing features. So there is there is role as a viewer, commenter and editor. So very important, you need to know these two. So when you're sharing the link with your friends, if you're just showing them, make sure it's viewer. If you want to work together, it should be editor, right? Okay, so I'm going to stop the sharing. So now go back to the slides. Okay, so now we go back to the slide. So now we have seen the Google Drive and how you're going to do it, right? So I think screen before this, Harini? The slide before this. Before, some more. Before, the earlier ones. Earlier ones, some more, go up. Some more, previous. I have one more haven't covered. Beginning, go to the earlier slides. Earlier? Yes, here. So now we have seen the basic of Google Documents, Google Slides. So there is 3 options there for you to work on. So next we're going to see how you want to do search, right? Next is searching. Okay, next Harini. So we've seen how you're going to add just now some images, text inside, right? You have seen, but you can also add more things like voice, some tables, right? You can also add inside there. So next we're going to see the skills for searching. Harini, can you go to the next one? Next screen, next slide. Okay, when you do searching, okay, here. So when you do a Google search, how you all search usually? You will go, you type straight, right? So most of the time you go, you type straight. So you don't have a specific sites or specific files that you want to search. So today I'm going to teach you how you want to search effectively by using Google search. So Google search, we have a lot of filter options where if you know the filter options, it will be easier for you to do searching. So when you want to do some searching, it will be very easy for you to do the searching. So you can use exact phrase, exactly you can search, or you want to search specific files, or you want to go through a specific timeline. You can also do that. So we're going to see that. So in your Chrome, right, in your Chrome, when you do a Google search, okay, so when you do a Google search, right, so you will come here, right, and you will start to search. So this is your Google search, right? So when you want to search, so when you're searching, okay, let's say you want to search, let's say I want to put so I want to know photosynthesis process. I want to learn about photosynthesis process. So when you go here, photosynthesis, so first you get all. That means everything related to photosynthesis you will get. So second, you will get images. So images is where all the images related to photosynthesis will be here. So some of you might be doing project and you say that I want only image. But when you go to all, when you do the search, automatically you get so many things. So you have to click one by one to see it. So the best option will be click on images. So when you click on the images, you will get the image. Then you can copy the image, whatever image you want. Then you can paste it inside your Google document. So you can bring it inside and you can paste it in your Google document or in your presentation, you can have it. Some of you, okay, no, I want to learn, I want to know the process. Then you go to the video. So when you click on the video, then you will get the video related to photosynthesis. So there will be a lot of learning videos that is related where you can click and access, right? So this is another way for you to see how you want to do it. But if you want to know exactly, okay, exactly you want to know certain things, so you can use plus. So when you have plus, meaning that when the they search, they will search together. So you say that you want to know photosynthesis for Form 1, example. Photosynthesis usually they study in tingkat standard 4 maybe. Then you will get only related to year 4, grade 4, year 4. So what happens is it will do a specific filtering. So it will do a very specific filtering. It will go to year 4. So if you want year 6, then it will give you year 6 level photosynthesis if there is anything available. So the more complex reading you will get. So usually try to put together in one, and when you add plus, meaning that it will include together, right? So this is one way. Or if you want to know exactly same, you don't want any difference, then you can have the open and close. Open and close will give you the exact search, whatever naming that you have put in. So usually example color, right? Color have two spelling, but let's say you want color related to this. So it will only give you that spelling, COLOR. But if you don't put exactly, right? Another one is this. Can you see the difference? CO, the spelling now. So when you change the spelling, it will also follow the spelling and give you exactly to that. So now because Google got AI, so it will give you some of the material that are extracted to certain info. So it will extract for you. And you see here, there is more. There's tools. So tools is very important because you can search when you want. So you want the latest, you can custom the range. So when you want from 2022. So it'll give you the latest one. So tools inside here, you can do advanced search. So advanced search will give you language where you want the search to be and from where. So all this is available under tools. So when you do searching, so you will get a tool there, and inside the tool you will have everything. So this is another best practice for you. So if you want to search something, you can use this kind of document, right? For those of you want academic, maybe some of you already going to Form 1, Form 2, Form 3. So you want to get academic base of information, right? You want to go academic, then you have another one more search engine, what we call as Google Scholar. So Google Scholar is for scholar articles. That means those who like after Form 5, you're planning to go to the university, or you're doing some report that require academic reports and so on, then you can go to Google Scholar. And inside Google Scholar, you can get a lot of information, scholarly articles. So you want to know about AI. So AI in teaching, for example, or in learning. So you don't get all the unrelated papers, but you will get some good papers that you can see, like AI in tools, review on AI for learning from 2000 to 2020. So these are scholarly articles. Scholarly articles, once in a while, if you want to know what's happening, the real academic papers, you can, read. But this is not encouraged for lower primary. So we encourage for secondary students who interest later they want to go to university, so they can start reading, knowing the area they want to go on. So some of them like to do, now people are talking about AI. So a lot of people now talking about data science. So they want to know about data science. What is data science? So they can actually read some scholarly article to get better understanding how this context is being used, right? So I'm going to stop sharing. So we're going to go back to the slides now. Okay, so this is search. So you have done Google Drive, you have seen how to manage the files, you have seen how you want to do the search. So there's some other examples you can try. Okay, next. Okay, so for Google Form Basic and Google Sheet, right? So these are some of the basic that you need to know, which you will learn in detail when you do the program or the courses with the lecturer. The Google Form Basics, you have surveys, quizzes, feedback, and registration. So later, after you finish the class, they will give you some quizzes and it will be in your Google Classroom. So there's one way of using Google Form. You can also do the surveys, feedback, so using the Google Form. So Google Form usually is a very good way of collecting responses. So you can design with nice colors. It will give automatic charts and so on. Google Sheet is where something like Excel, right? You want to do analyze. So there will be two classes that I will conduct on Google Sheet where I will show you how to create the graphs, how you want to enter data, and how you're going to do so sorting, how you're going to format. I'll teach you how you want to enter, create nice dashboard for you. So how you want to manage your work or your expenses, things like that. So we will learn here. So this is separate a course by itself where will be conducted 1 hour for you to understand better how Google Form and Google Sheet works. But this is in a general class. It works same like a Google document I shared just now. When you want to do, you just share the link and you can collaborate. So if you want to collaborate, make sure the sharing option is edit, then you can collaborate each other. So for you to do exercises your own self, next, Harini. I have given some hands-on exercise that you can do later. Okay. Next, Harini. Next slide. Okay, this is the exercise you can do yourself. Okay, next. So I have given some exercises for you to try yourself. So number one, how you want to access to Google Workspace, right? How you want to do search practice, right? There's one. Then some more. How you want to create Google document, how you want to manage your drive, right? Next. So I have 6 hands-on tasks for you to try yourself, right? So these are the things that you can try yourself whenever you have free time. You can try. And Google Sheet, don't worry. Google Sheet, I will do the class. That time we will do more hands-on on Google Sheet, right? So that's all for today's session. I know we had some hiccups earlier because when we try to log out, it totally log out from the Google Meet. So anything that you're not clear or whatever, you can also see me in the next coming classes where we can discuss further when we are doing the Google Sheet. Okay, so what we learned today, Harini, next slide. Right, so we learn how to search. Maybe before this you've been searching straight, so now you know how you want to search by video according to the duration. And also if you want to do academic paper, there's a separate site that you want to go on. And also how you want to create and share documents, how you want to share the files, building basic forms. And also Google Sheet we never cover, but I give you some sense on, you can try yourself. But this is what you've been, you will be learning in classes when you do the Google Form class and Google Sheet class, right? So I think that's all today.